Hey guys, Jarek and Komodo here, going to be doing some more Black Ops 2. This time doing some Domination on Aftermath using the QBB LMG. Raptor loves this thing. I've never really been a big fan of it, but I decided to kind of play with it a little bit and just experiment. I put rapid fire on it and a suppressor, and surprisingly enough, this is really effective. I'm usually not a very big fan of rapid fire because it totally messes with your recoil, so normally it's just not too useful. But in this case, it's actually very useful because this gun already has a high rate of fire. You increase that, it's ridiculous, and it also is pretty decent from the hip. So if they're up close, you don't need to aim, just spam from the hip, and it's pretty effective to about medium range almost. So, and then there are long range you can just aim anyway. As long as you have recoil control, as long as you're not holding the trigger down, it's actually a very effective method to using this gun. And I haven't really cared for this gun up until I put rapid fire on it. This seems to be the only way I can really use it that effectively. I seem to prefer all the other LMGs, but this one is, with rapid fire, pretty damn amazing. I don't know how much you used it.
Very little to not at all. I can't remember the name of the one that I used. It was the one that had like the weird, like glowy blue bullets in it.
VSAT?
That one, yes.
All the other ones. I heard people when this game first came out that they were pretty much saying the LMGs weren't very good, but you know, after a while, after you play with it, you start to realize I think the light machine guns in this game are the best they've ever been in any Call of Duty game. They are, with the new attachment choices, they're just really good. But like I said, this is probably my least favorite one, but as you can see here, you can still use it pretty effectively. So it's definitely a fun gun to use. Somehow, you know, I had a pretty decent game, got on my kill streaks. Somehow we lost this game, so I don't know how that works. All my kill streaks are set to, you know, VSAT, attack dogs, and swarm, and we still lose. I don't know, come on, pick it up, team. Can't carry everyone, granted it. No, I was capping points this game, so I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about what we were doing last weekend, because I've had some people asking questions about, you know, what's going on with my Wolfenstein Let's Play, things like that. So, someone left a question basically saying, hey, what's your upload schedule for your Let's Play? It confuses the hell out of me. The answer to that is that I don't really have a schedule I upload to. It's just sort of whenever I feel like playing the game. Because I feel like if I am forced to record or I'm forced to upload something, it feels more like a job, and my commentary probably isn't going to be as good. I'm probably not going to be enjoying myself as much. So I don't feel like playing if I don't feel like playing. So that's what's going on with the schedule, but I did get a little busy for a while. I started the Let's Play, put up I think like 2 to 4 videos of it. At that point, I was like, I had a gun I wanted to review and get done and get out of the way for my Airsoft account, because that was the last thing I needed to do. To make a review takes a lot of time. I mean, you've seen how much time it takes for me to review. It's pretty much a week-long process. For those of you on this channel that don't watch my Airsoft account, that's basically what I do for a living. I make reviews for a company down in SoCal that just sends me free stuff that I get to keep, and I get to make videos of it. So pretty much PR, and they keep me happy, which I'm perfectly fine with. It's a pretty sweet deal, honestly.
Just one thing I wanted to add in there. When you were talking about the gun that you wanted to review, for some reason I only heard I have a gun, and I was like, wait, what?
Well, I do, but
No, it was like a walking into a mall and yelling, I have a gun type deal.
Okay.
That was in poor taste. I work at that mall, oh my god.
That mall. I
You
like
know which mall.
Yeah, but I like it was just, you said
That mall.
like that. The way you said that makes it sound like that's a common thing that happens at that mall when it's not.
I know, it was a joke, Jesus Christ.
Funny
Right,
story
yeah.
though, it did happen at a mall. I think just before you moved in. It was around Christmas time. I don't remember when it was. It was really weird because I was in that mall the day before, and then I come home, and then the next day hear a shooting in the Clackamas Town Center. I'm like, wait, what? Because that just does not happen in the Clackamas Town Center, like, ever. That is not a mall you would assume that a shooting would happen in. And this is just not a very violent, or really there's not a lot of crime here. So I don't. That was a really weird situation. I'm getting way off topic now. But yes, guns. You know, I make I make reviews for a company down in SoCal, and that takes a lot of time. It's pretty much, you know, one full day just to get footage of me shooting it. That's literally all it is. Just I don't want to use the word montage because that sounds really stupid, but it's just like a compilation of showing how the gun works basically for one video, and that takes a full day to film it. Then another 2-3 hours to actually edit that. And then it takes the rest of the week just to actually get the film for the review and the shooting tests and all that stuff. And then just straight a good 12 to 15 hours editing the review itself. And I mean, you can actually vouch for me there, where it's just I go in my room and I'm not leaving till I'm done, and it takes a very, very long time. I feel like if I'm going to stop making a review, I'm going to either lose motivation to make the review in general, or I'll just be distracted and step away and lose like an hour's worth of work that I could have got done faster.
I want to actually go ahead and clarify something.
Also, let me point out something about the video real quick. I'm being extremely tentative with doing anything because I got my attack dogs, want to get my highest kill streak, and I want to hold off until the next round to throw them out. So if you're wondering why I'm running around and not really going for too many kills, I'm trying to get my highest kill streak, and then I go a little bit more aggressive after that.
Yeah, I wanted to go ahead and clarify, though. It takes a long time for him to do the recording for the gun, for the reason that whenever he starts recording, that's when every last car, every loud child, every airplane that may fly through just so happens to be here.
Yeah, to clarify, when I'm shooting the guns, I'm obviously not shooting them in my house. I need to be outside. I shoot into the garage, basically, and that's pretty much my shooting trap. And I also need the sunlight because you're not going to find better light for filming than the sun. So, yeah, I got to film in the day for that, and it's fucking loud outside in the day. That's the only inconvenient thing about living in the city. Which wouldn't be a big deal in this city because this city's pretty quiet, but I live on a semi-busy street. Yeah, other than that, once I got that done and out of the way, I finished that, I think, on Thursday night, and then there was a convention happening at Sheraton Hotel, which I honestly couldn't even remember the name of it. I never even go to that hotel, really. It's a hotel, what? It's a hotel down by PDX, Portland's airport. Which, if you ever hear someone saying PDX, I'm actually surprised a lot of people don't know this. PDX stands for Portland. That's our airport. Most people and most sports seem to shorten Portland's name to just POR. So it says POR. But people in Portland will use the term PDX more than that. So if that confuses you, they mean Portland. They don't mean some random thing that you don't know. Well, apparently you don't know it, but you know what they mean now. But yeah, the con was down there, and it was another fur con. We go to two a year. We go to Furlandia and Rainforest. I made a full video on that, so I don't feel like talking about it too much. If you want to see videos on that, just YouTube Jarek's vlog account, and that should come up as the last video I posted.
I bought a Xenomorph plushie.
He does. That was amusing. You'll see in the video if you look at it. It's a Xenomorph plushie where you squeeze it and the mouth comes out. It's amusing. But I love going to fur cons in general. Really, it's one of those. I'm always myself, and I don't really feel like saying I let myself become me because I'm always me and I never stop being me. But it's definitely a place where I'm a little bit more relaxed than usual, which is strange because I'm never stressed ever. And you can attest to that. I don't know why that makes you annoyed.
It's not that I'm annoyed, it's just like, I can never tell if you're like mad or just that's your face. That thing right there is just your face, I guess. I don't know, it could be your asshole, I don't know.
I saw that coming. I was gonna make a butthead joke, but you had to beat me to it.
But yeah, no, like a lot of the times, it seems like it seems like you have a facial expression that shows some amount of anger or distress, and then it turns out you're like, no, I'm fine. That's my normal face, and now, I can never.
I have said this many times. I am never mad. Like, you have to give me a legitimate, this is a very serious problem that needs to be solved instantly for me to actually be mad. So, it's confusing that you walk in all the time and it's like, are you mad? It's like, what? No?
It's almost always because you're playing Call of Duty and some bullshit happens.
Okay, you confuse my focus face with me being mad.
You look mad when you're focused.
Okay, then. But yeah, we were at Furlandia, and that's why I didn't post anything over the weekend, because I was working on... Well, one, I was at the con, so I can't really film anything when I'm at the con unless it's con-related. And two, it's... I wanted to get the footage done of that and edit that afterward. And then it just kind of took, like, the next day or so off and just kind of relaxed. And then I went back to making the Let's Play. I'm going to get back to doing it. I will. I probably won't film anything tonight, but I do plan on finishing that by the end of the week. So, it's a long game. You've played more than I have.
I beat it.
Oh, it's definitely longer than most shooters, I can say that. Because at this point, I'm 8 hours in, and that's sad to say longer than most shooters nowadays. I don't know why shooters are so short now.
Because they focus on the multiplayer, and they have not that great writers for the story.
I don't know why I'm kind of glad companies seem to be pulling away from needing to make multiplayer for everything now. because you failed. But it's like, games like BioShock Infinite and the new Wolfenstein have come around where it's like, we don't care about multiplayer, we just want to make a good single-player game.
Which I truly enjoy. I actually thoroughly enjoyed Wolfenstein. And...
Dan, when was the last time you thought you were going to be able to say that with a straight face?
I never played any other Wolfenstein games, so I don't have that issue.
I don't even.
Yeah. But, I enjoyed that game, and I was a little surprised, and I was like, there's no multiplayer. Okay. Because, as we just pointed out, everybody's like, this game needs a multiplayer.
There is so much detail in that game. It is obvious that they put a lot of money into actually making that game. Not from just, the gameplay perspective. Anyone can make the shooter elements, although they did nail the gameplay itself really... The gameplay is really fun and really well done. But I mean things like the motion capture for the cutscenes, the motion capture for when people are speaking, everything looks real. They seem like actual people. And the writing itself, too. I mean, you can put as much money as you want to into the motion capture and then have shit writing so it still seems stupid. But the people feel like believable people with the exception of the random sex scenes out of nowhere. Those are so forced. I don't understand why that's there.
I wish that happened, to me, out of nowhere.
I want... Hey, you want to have sex? Well, actually, it can happen out of nowhere with the right people. That can mean... Take that whatever way you want. That can mean so many different things. But yeah, I went 34-5 and we somehow lost.
It's all your fault. You know it.
Yeah, that team just not backing me up at all. Anyway, there's been some more Black Ops 2. Hope you guys have enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys later.